Okay, part 4. We almost made it to the end, but we got one more slide. And that slide is keys to a strong and balanced core. So one is the biggest. The first one's the biggest, and that is to stretch. I recommend like a dynamic style of stretching, or like a hatha yoga, if you're aware of that. Stretching, it's the best way to learn your body. It allows you to find your weak spots, and it's gonna find your muscles that are tight. Okay. Work out your legs. I like to use a saying: "Friends don't let friends skip leg day." So cardio equipment and running, they don't always put legs through a full range of motion, but I mean a good leg routine. They're going to target muscles, muscles of the legs, muscles of the core, those lateral, engage those lateral movers too. So with stretching, you're going to find your weak spots, right? A good way another key is to kind of isolate those weak spots with isolated strength training, resistance training. So if you find that you have a weak lower abdomen, or your hamstrings are weak, you're going to want to isolate those muscles, build them up. If you find that one gluteus is stronger than the other, I mean, you're going to want to do unilateral exercises, right? So you're going to target them one at a time. Just make sure that the weak one, it works a little harder, and you'll get them evened out. Core engaged. That's a good saying I like to use. Me and my buddies would always say to each other, make sure our cores are engaged. In any exercise you do, you can take even like the simplest of arm curls, engage your core going to one leg, and then you're getting a good core exercise. So, I mean, a key to a strong and balanced core is you're going to want to use it in everything you do. I mean, even at work, you're walking to the printer or whatever. Just be mindful, be aware of what your body's doing, and try and have your core engaged. Instead of ab workout, think core workout. So everyone likes to isolate your abs. Just make sure that you're getting in the obliques, and make sure your back's getting. It's part of your core too. So Superman's on the ground. These are all good things for your core. I like to use my non-dominant hand as much as possible. I like to think it kind of straightens me out, because I'm so right hand dominant that kind of the right side of my body's been overdeveloped. So I mean, now that I'm more aware of things, I like to use my left and maybe give my right a rest, and then the left muscles will kind of catch up. It's all theory of mine, but I mean, it makes sense to me. So those are some keys. You got any questions? You got any issues you'd like to address?
Yeah, actually, like I do a lot of circuit training,
Okay.
but when I go to do my stretches, I still find my hamstrings are really tight.
Okay.
So unless maybe I'm not engaging them properly during my workouts, or
Okay. On a personal note, personal experiences, I used to have tight hamstrings myself, and what was happening is, I wasn't getting, when I was doing legs, I wasn't getting a good at the bottom of the negative. I wasn't feeling a stretch in my legs because my back would give out a little bit, and as soon as your back kind of gives out and bends, it doesn't allow your hamstrings to stretch properly. So they're just gonna contract up and pull your back down, right? So if you keep your back in, it's gonna demand your hamstrings to elongate more in the bottom of your negative.
Oh, okay.
So just keeping your back straight, when you go down, it's gonna stretch those hamstrings out.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yep.
How about you, Kaylee? Any issues?
Just lower back pain.
Lower back pain. Well, that's kind of connected.
Yeah.
Also, you're probably a lot of your exercises, you're kind of relying on lower back strength to carry you around. You're gonna want to strengthen your mid to upper back. It's gonna kind of broaden the load, share the load, take some of the load off your lower back. So and then so whenever you're doing workouts too, you're gonna want to have your chest up because that's gonna engage your middle back, shoulders back, chest up, shoulders back and down, and that's gonna start taking some of the stress off your lower back. Just remember to keep your core engaged too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for your time. I know we ran a little long, but we were having fun, so.